is time, ladies and gentlemen. The TSL3 round of 8, day 2 begins. We've got Dignitas.NaNi, our red Protoss, spawning in the west position on Metalopolis, and his opponent, coL.CrunCher, spawning in the south position as the blue Protoss. Also, Artos, before we get started, want to remind everyone that to check out the raffle, www.teamliquid.net/raffle. Non-U.S. citizens go and sign up for the poker strategy, $50, and be entered in for a chance to go to Korea, watch some GSL, possibly eat some dinner with Artosis, maybe, if you're nice enough to him. And yeah,
it's a possibility. Maybe even a high five for these kids. You don't know.
Maybe. Oh.
Maybe. Ooh, what is this going on? Oh my god, CrunCher. He's going to go ahead and just proxy gate right away. Now, that is such an interesting location. Normally we see them do that a little bit further back in the gold base, but since there are no close spawns here, you know, it's possible that NaNi would skip it. But one thing that CrunCher has to think of, every time NaNi plays, he checks like every single proxy location.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Artosis. We saw him just with impeccable scouting. You can already see he's going around in his own base, and eventually this one probe may just go out and find exactly that. I guess my concern would be is sometimes that would happen and get more active after he had scouted his opponent, and it does look like he is going to scout the gold, but will his probe act? Oh my god, it is. It's going to go up, isn't it? It's going to go up and it's going to see it.
Oh yeah, I mean, NaNi, you actually cannot proxy gate this guy. CrunCher putting that to the test. NaNi finds that he's going to want to throw down the same gateway immediately, and that he does. He's also going to want to take some probes off of gas. He does have additional probes because CrunCher has been cutting probes to get this faster. So NaNi should be able to afford chrono-boosted Zealots nonstop, and with some patent NaNi micro, he may be able to hold this off, but there's definitely going to be a Zealot advantage for a little bit from CrunCher.
Yeah, CrunCher going out, not going to chase that probe, immediately going to send his first Zealots here and a probe up to the main base. What is CrunCher going to do at this point? One Zealot is out for Dignitas.NaNi. He is going to continue to chrono boost out these Zealots. Probe still kind of working away at that pylon. It is halfway down in its health, but we have a ton of Zealots on their way out right now. And the second gateway is up for NaNi, and the assault could begin very shortly.
And here we go. He is going to come in here, and NaNi's second Zealot popping out, but CrunCher has waited for 3 very smartly. 2 chrono-boosted gateways for NaNi, so all he has to do is stall out, targeting that pylon. Very good choice. That makes the Zealots come out, and, well, it's 3-on-2 right now, but another one popping out for NaNi. NaNi also bringing some additional probes, so he is going to just get way ahead of CrunCher in about 2 seconds' time.
Oh, that was also some great micro from NaNi, really moving his Zealots around and making it so CrunCher wasn't able to hurt all of the hurt Zealots. And now CrunCher is actually on the retreat a little bit. He does have 4 Zealots at the ramp. He is going to make another pass up here, but notice we've got 3 pretty full health Zealots. One of CrunCher's Zealots is just, it's limping along. It's not doing so high. And we've got more on the way. Chrono Boost continuing on those gateways. And real quickly, just Harvester count right now for CrunCher is only 10.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. It looks like NaNi is going to take this game pretty quickly. Just beautiful play. CrunCher does have that 1 additional Zealot. So, but here comes NaNi's extras popping out. Just perfect play by NaNi this game. Just a perfect defense against CrunCher, and this has got to hurt him a little bit as he sends in his additional Zealots. I think he's realizing, uh-oh, this is not a good position for me to be in. He is going to start popping out some Stalkers pretty soon, and then the out-microing is going to get even worse.
Yeah, we've got 2 more gateways going down. This whole time he's just been okay on this. He's really been working those Zealots quite fine, but being ahead in the Harvester count is going to be huge here, as he already has gained the advantage. He's going to come back out yet again. We do have only two more Zealots incoming, and this will probably be one of the hardest parts right here. We do have a couple probes moving out, but again, some great micro. Finally, we see the low health Zealots being targeted down by CrunCher. We also have a Stalker out, and that Stalker should be able to do a ton of damage with a little bit of micro here. He'll easily take out these final Zealots. A second Stalker is out. The two other gateways are almost done, and there's just no way. CrunCher is on the ground, and he's going to say an uncle very soon.
Dude, his grasshopper wings have been bitten off. He does not even have gas right now. The Stalker is going to clean up these Zealots, and as they do, I think CrunCher's going to be thinking to himself, well, I have no probes, no tech. My gateways and a pylon are out in the open. What do I do here? Probably his last-ditch effort will be to throw some Zealots off to the side and try to run into Nanoa's base as a counter as Nanoa moves out. That's the last thing I can possibly think that might possibly be able to do any damage. But as you see, Nanoa on top of things, going down, attacking those Zealots. And CrunCher is not long for this world. We should be seeing GG pretty soon. Oh, there it is.
And there it is. GG! As Naniwa easily takes the first game. And, you know, Artosis, I mean, I think we can really take a moment and just talk about this game and kind of make it a PSA. You know, this is a public service announcement. Guys, if you scout, you will beat stupid stuff like that. And I'm not saying that, you know, CrunCher is stupid. Yeah, I think it was wise to try to do something like that on a first game. If you were going to try to do it, Metalopolis, it works out pretty good based off of the positions. But how easily it was stopped with the scout and, of course, some great micro. So CrunCher going down a game. What are your thoughts?
You know, I don't like where you actually put it. That's something that would work against a lot of regular Protoss players. You know, maybe if he does that to Hasuobs or something, that might work. But we already have seen so many games from Nanoa recently, and he scouts everywhere that's reasonable to proxy. So either proxy somewhere completely unreasonable, you know, guess which side he's on and put it behind his Vespene geysers at his natural or something, or maybe put it at that high ground third base expansion between the mains, something like that. But right there in a place that, I mean, as soon as I saw that pylon, I'm like, well, Nanoa is going to send a probe to that gold base, and that's probably going to see that. So I don't like the choice of that location by CrunCher. You have to really be one clever grasshopper to outsmart Nanoa.
Yeah, I'm really surprised also he didn't go for the third base placement of that. But CrunCher, I guess, you know, people said that he's a little boring when you watch it play. Maybe he was just playing his role there. We're going on to game 2 in just a moment. And Artosis, you know, real quickly, something that I commented about, you're in a best of 5. Metalopolis is the map. You know, we talked about the location, but the strategy itself, had it been executed smart, you know, typically you would say that is a good game to try that on.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's a good choice. I would just hide it somewhere ridiculous that if your opponent scouts there, he's not going to be able to scout you in time.
Right. And I don't think he even did. No, he did. I remember seeing the probe in his base, counting his other probes and going, oh, he is so dead. I have so got this. So our next game is going to be on Shakura's Plateau. And, you know, before we do get started, Artosis, those handsome portraits, I want to compliment. They are done by Glider, and you can find more of his work at theportraitart.com. I was a little sad when we didn't get portraits, Artosis.
But I don't know what's up with that exactly. I'm going to have to talk with Hotbit afterwards. I was so looking forward to that. You know, I always see all these great artworks of TSL1, TSL2, now TSL3. And where's my Artosis artwork, man? I don't know.
Yeah, I'd like, you know, maybe done with some crayons. Be really...
Get Mini Wheat on the job.
Let's do it. So big shouts to Glider. All of his portraits are absolutely incredible. And really appreciate the talent that it takes to be able to do that. So don't forget also to check out Poker Strategy, TSL3.com. for all sorts of information, interviews, good write-ups, analysis about the games, what's coming up, polls. And do we get to see the polls before we get started? I think they're open, at least. I'm not sure. Do you know how the polls work?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh man, Artosis, this is
I'm
a failure right there.
I do nothing except StarCraft, EJ. I don't know anything about polls. There's no poll in StarCraft. What race has that unit?
The polls are 76% in favor of Naniwa right now, only 24 for CrunCher. And after that game, I'm sure there's a few people who are wondering or messaging Hotbid if they could retract their votes and actually re-vote. But I don't think that's an option. So.
His poor PM box is going to get spammed after saying that.
Be like, can I really do that? No, we'll see. CrunCher, can he bring it back? I'm not sure, but Artosis, if you are ready, we'll get started with game number 2. Are you ready?
Oh, I am so ready. Shakura's Plateau, a great PvP map. Let's hope for a slightly longer game.
Yeah, let's see what's going to come up in game number 2, guys. Don't go away.